Hey there, folks. Greg Shepard here, S&A Financial Services. I specialize in helping folks in higher education with those pesky retirement plans, oftentimes confusing higher ed retirement plans. So it's Friday afternoon. I'm getting ready to get out of here, but I got to share this recent transaction I did for a newly onboarded client. I get excited about these things. I want to share these strategies with you when they're, in my opinion, can be advantageous to the masses out there in higher education and other fields as well, as long as you have TIAA. So let me give you an idea of this. Let me give you a summary here of what's going on, and we'll just kind of shoot from the hip. So this individual is currently working for his employer. Okay, so that's important. So he's currently working. He has a contract. Now, I'm going to preface this. This is not investment advice. I'm not telling you to do this. I am advocating this strategy. But please, please, please make sure you contact someone that knows what they're doing prior to you even going down this road. Okay, so I'll give you some specifics here because the contracts are important when it comes to this strategy. So this individual, he had, gosh, let me make sure I get them right. He had my notes here. Okay, RC contract, and retirement choice contract. Okay, had TIAA Traditional and the RC contract. That investment is illiquid. So, well, also this individual had access to an RCP contract, Retirement Choice Plus contract, where that contract, if you're invested in TIAA Traditional, which this individual was not in that contract, that would be liquid. So let's start with that RC. So I said, hey, theoretically, conceptually, this makes sense. While you're still employed, let's go ahead and initiate a TPA on that TIAA Traditional inside the RC contract. Okay, you still got 5, 6, 7 years of employment left. Let's get this going now. Reason being is that the the average crediting rate of TIAA Traditional inside that RC contract was 4.7%. 4.7%. I know for a fact new contributions to TIAA Traditional inside an RCP contract, 6%. 6 is higher than 4.7 last time I checked. So what we did, initiated that. Let me back up a little bit. I actually called TIAA and said, hey, this is what we want to do. I want to make sure I get the forms right because it can be tricky when you're navigating these forms. Folks, TIAA people are great. They're very knowledgeable depending upon who you get, some more knowledgeable than others. But I was tripping them up with this strategy, okay? And again, I just want to verify that we had the right forms, which we did. Everything was copacetic, and we went forward. But mind you that some of these strategies can even trip up TIAA reps. Okay, so going from RC, what we did is initiate the TPA. It's a 7-year TPA for him, 84 a month. And what we did is initiated the TPA. Now, what it does is it goes into another contract, an IH contract. Okay, this is where it gets fun, and it goes into that RCP contract. Okay, I'm sorry, it stays in that RC contract. As the default investment. So the TPA stays within that RC contract, goes to the default investment, which in this case was a Vanguard Treasury money market. Now, what was cool is that we did two things here. You can go online and request a transfer, contract transfer for this amount of money. I think it was like $2,500 for this initial installment. And you can do it online, transferring from contract, in this case RC, to contract RCP. I just found out you could do this a few months ago. I don't think they allowed this prior. Okay, so I think I was the one that, doesn't matter. Okay, so we went from the Vanguard Treasury money market inside the RC because that's where the TPA defaulted to, initiated the transfer contract to contract online, took that $2,500, whatever it was, to the RCP and automatically invested it in the TIAA Traditional. Effectively going from 4.7 to 6% on the TIAA Traditional, and it's liquid. Okay, now these payments are going to be done ever so often. The TPA from the RC. We can also initiate forms to direct that TPA directly to that RCP. Okay, so I don't have to go in and online and do it every month, but when that TPA goes to the RCP, it's going to go to the RCP defaulted investment, which I'm not sure what it is for this contract. But The only, I guess, headache, if you want to call it that, is I'll have to go in each month, each month, and deposit those TPA payments into TIAA Traditional and the RCP contract, getting whatever rate it is at that point. We'll continue to do this strategy going into TIAA Traditional and inside the RCP as long as these rates are high, okay? But nonetheless, we created liquidity inside the RC contract, the TIAA Traditional, getting 4.7 in this case for him. And we're going to take advantage of the RCP liquid TIAA Traditional getting 6%. At some point down the road, when 6% or TIAA Traditional becomes less attractive, we don't have to go into TIAA Traditional. We can do whatever we want with those payments, okay? Awesome feature. I know it's confusing getting in the weeds here, folks. Contact me. I'd be more than happy to help you out if I can. All right, folks. My contact information is below. But high rates in TIAA Traditional, you have to learn strategies to take advantage of this. This is not going to be around forever. Okay, I can talk to you individually as to how long I think it's going to last, but it's not going to be around forever. We're in an interest rate anomaly environment. Take advantage of it. Okay, I'm done harping. Greg Shepard here, S&A Financial Services. Hey, go out and have a good one. All right, take care. Bye-bye.